what happened in Nevada, in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
A UFO crashed in someone's backyard, and beings got out. They got out.
Walked
And
around.
I think we were talking about this in the previous podcast, where we're like, I'm waiting for this to happen type of thing. And that's what happened. This happened on May 1st in Las Vegas, Nevada. They show a video. If you look it up, it'll come up. And news stations have broadcasted this, and they've discussed it. And there was a body cam footage from one of the police officers out there, and he saw it crash land somewhere in Nevada, in Las Vegas.
Well, I don't think he knew it crashed. I think he just thought it was a shooting star. And that's right after that, all these other calls started coming, and he got dispatched to that family's home.
Well, no, I think he got dispatched later, but his friend, his
buddy,
cop buddy, went, and he was like flipping out because his friend, the one that saw it, was like, hey, I just saw this, blah, blah, blah. And now he's being called out to the house. But regardless of that, it crash landed in their backyard. And I want to say it didn't like crash, it landed, but it landed hard. And
somebody was drunk behind a spaceship wheel.
According to the guy, that one of the people that witnessed it, he's a young man. He looks like he's maybe 21, 22.
Yeah. But
they show the video. His family goes out there, dad, probably brother, mom, holding the camera. And I mean, let me just tell you, people on TikTok have been like investigating this video. They have been ripping it apart, just breaking it down because they want to see. And that just shows you how curious we are. We want to see them. We want to know that it's real. And there's quite a few videos on TikTok. Once, the algorithm happens, it's over.
Yeah, you get flooded with it.
They're circling the videos. And then this one guy, he happened to catch the being on the side of like behind the gate, but over to the side, and you could see like an eye and the fingers through the gate. And they had no idea. They only saw the 8-foot tall being with the big eyes.
Yeah.
So but they're going to try to cover that up as well. So I feel like, the military's like, let's throw this shit out here to tell everybody, like,
smoke and mirrors.
It's true. Because there are several. Okay, so I read an article by News Nation talking about the whistleblower and the interview and all of that. And they're talking about the first time an official rep from U.S. government said, we're not alone. There are several military, U.S. military people. I do the quotes because I don't know them. And I don't know if they're really military or not. And they're just saying this to shut us up or to tell us whatever they want us to think. But there's Lou Elizondo. He was former military, and he's over here with Tom DeLonge, just like exploring and
Tom DeLonge, DeLonge secret documents,
looking for all these things and trying to prove that there are, because he's seen some things. So how is that not valid? Yeah. He's a valid person from the military. Like, he wears his hat.
He's got the haircut.
He walks military like. But you get what I'm saying?
Left foot, right foot.
Yeah, so this happened in Nevada, and now they're going to try to cover it up. And I saw a video where someone said that, like, the house looked like it was quarantined. They put one of those termite tents over the house, maybe trying to get rid of the radiation that was brought on, because the kid said that when he walked out there and he saw the being, it looked blurred, like there was some kind of camouflage type of thing, so they couldn't see perfect. And it wasn't that he can't see, it was that he felt it was coming from them.
Well, when they talked about that, I got to flip this back to Bob Lazar. When Bob said, all these many years ago, back in the 80s, that yes, we have this, and yes, this is this,
OG
and
whistleblower.
yeah, the OG, the original gangster whistleblower said
Right.
all this stuff. Nobody really wanted to believe him. He had facts upon facts upon facts. They tried to scrub his record, all this stuff. But
They tried to destroy this man's life. If you don't know, hold on. If you don't know about Bob Lazar, look him up.
yeah,
They have tried so hard. The government has tried so hard to
discredit
discredit
everything.
everything in his life, that he didn't go to the college that he went to, that he didn't graduate, that he doesn't have the degrees that he has.
He wasn't a
They try to,
rocketeer.
they watch him
Yeah.
still because they claim that he stole an element from one of the spacecrafts that he was working on.
Well, here's the thing that I was getting at. I got to cut you
Sorry,
off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Here's the thing I
cut
got
you
to.
off.
Here's the thing I was getting at. So what Bob Lazar said in one of his recent interviews, I believe it's a Joe Rogan interview.
Yeah.
You guys can look that up for yourself, and it's a very interesting interview. And if you look up just Bob Lazar, period, you'll see all these stories that he's given, these interviews that he's given, and the interviews are always the same, even in his most current interviews. But what I was leading to is where the guy, the kid said that when everything was fuzzy when he's focusing on the spacecraft, but everything around it is clear as day. He can see perfectly fine. Bob said that they use gravitational, I guess, technology to levitate their crafts, and that's their propulsion system is based off of anti-gravity, right? And Bob says in so many words that yet it kind of looks fuzzy, and like the way that the crafts move from our perspective when we're looking at it, they look like they dart around, but really it's because they're bending gravity and light, and it gives this effect to the observer. But really they're just moving in a linear pattern, doing whatever they're doing, turning, but it's not sharp abrupt movements. It's just how we perceive it because of the technology that is being used.
Yes.
So I think what happened there was the anti-gravity machine that they use was still on when it landed, and that's why he could not see really a clear image of the ship with his own eyeballs. But once they walked out the ship and was like, hey, how's it going, he could see them.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's because they're outside of that field of gravitation.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what he said.
No, I know, but this is what I'm
Your
thinking
explanation
of. Yeah.
to it. Got
What
it.
I think is happening is that if this is a valid thing, which I believe it is, because even he says in his video, there was a loud crash and this and that when it landed, and then he shows a ring camera from around his neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood lights up like there, artificial light happening because it's dead of night.
Yeah.
And you hear this thunderous crash, like something happened. It does not sound like an automobile accident. It does not sound like a plane went down. It sounds like either a rock fell from space and crashed, or what he's saying is 100% true, that they landed in his backyard looking for the casino.
I think they were lost. They got lost because when they got out, they all got out, and they were just like, "What the hell? Where are we?"
Leroy, you told me we were going to be in the desert. This is somebody's backyard.
Right?
Come on, man. They see us. Let's go. They got cameras and everything.
I thought you knew how to navigate. You lied on your resume.
Wait till we get to Percy I-5. I'm going to let the high commander know.